Okay, this is a sound test. Mary had a little lamb. Okay, how many lambs did Mary have? Many, it seems. Okay. So, I don't know. I'm changing positioning here for the microphone. Hopefully this position's better than the last one. I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah. I don't even know if I have the positioning for the camera correctly. Let me just adjust that a little bit. Okay. Hello. Are we copacetic? Are we good? I'd like to think so. Okay, so I promised that I would lurk on another streamer, Spiffy BB. Shout out to Spiffy BB. She's currently streaming on Rust. I am just lurking on her stream. Just, you gotta support streamers, right? So I'm here to make sure that at least she's got a viewer. And, yeah. Gonna be supportive there. I know that they're mocking me for not playing Rust. Because my gaming laptop can't survive it. I'm gonna be honest. It's a 6-year-old laptop. Not suitable for Rust. But it was suitable for Assassin's Creed Valhalla back in the day. And graphically, that's not it's not a simple graphical game. Obviously, there's some complexity to it. But for whatever reason, Rust demands a heck of a lot more than Valhalla. And I think it's just because of the scope and the size of it, maybe. More shaders. Who knows? I'd like to think that Valhalla is a large enough game, on its own, but still. Well, I digress. Okay, so we're going to go and continue the support 4 of Planet Crafter. In my last stream, I had obviously relocated a lot of my existing assets from my old base location, which used to be far yonder there. Oh my, this is new. Water formations are forming and pooling on the ground. You see, I'm glad that I chose to migrate my base up here, further above where water is going to start collecting. Now, my last order of business from my memory is that I was trying to do an ore extractor, 2 of them in fact, actually. And now, hang on a sec. Need to, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to see if there's any chat. Since I'm using my phone to lurk in Spiffy BB's stream, I am, the only way I'm going to be able to monitor chat is through the web browser here on my laptop. And if I have to switch back to OBS, I will. So like I was saying before, it is impressive to me that already I'm seeing collections of water. I was working on ore extractors before, and then I kind of realized I have a bit of a crisis. And the crisis is I don't have substantial reactors to maintain the demands of more planet cracking and terraforming, techno gizmos. So, and if I want lakes, which is, going to take forever because of the rate that you're watching that percentage go from liquid water to lakes, it's going to take forever. So I'm going to take this time during this stream to scrounge for uranium, because I need uranium rods fundamentally to create more generators, like nuclear reactors, basically. Tier 1 specifically, because I have Tier 2 I don't have it unlocked, right? It's not ready. So I want to look for more space debris, crash sites, that I haven't explored yet. See if I can find some uranium in these places, because generally from the time being I'm only aware of uranium being stored in these locations, not so much in the open or in any raw sense. So I need to make my way to these crash sites, and but before I do, I need a compass module, and I need a comms tower for me to be able to actually see the map. So I will proceed to maybe do that before I venture out. So let's take a look here and determine exactly what is required for a comms tower first. Communications, aluminum, silicon, titanium, and iron. It would appear I'm lacking. Oh, there it is. Silicon, but I don't have any titanium. No, I do. Of course I do. Okay, that should allow me to craft a comms tower above my base. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see where I can put it comfortably. That's a sizable thing here. This is no simple object. Can it sit on top of that? No. Okay, but I can put a comms tower over here. Okay, this is a bit of a dilemma. A bit of a dilemma here. Because I preferably want the comms tower to be on top of my base. So I might need to build an expansion, potentially. Like this being the highest floor, maybe an expansion towards this direction. Okay, I'm gonna grab some more iron, not titanium. Which I can see clearly that I'm eventually going to be running out. Gotta remind myself. Yeah, I still need that collection of titanium that I have. If I'm going to make more cabin space, that is perfectly fine. I think I still have an adequate amount. Okay, highest floor, right? There we go. That should expand my roof, so I can then finally put a comms tower up there. See, there we go. We've expanded a little bit. Now we're just gonna put it... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I used up my iron in that situation. Making those cabin spaces. Go figure. Go figure. Okay. Oh, that's unusual. What am I seeing here? There we go. Let's put that dish facing maybe right there. Okay, cool. Got ourselves a comms tower. Don't know if I need anything else, to be perfectly honest. Maybe I could make a beacon. Helps me find my way, rather just to kind of identify the location of my base. Transmissions. Maybe I should make one of these. And a screen mapper for the map. Shows the map of the surrounding area. Compass. So I need to make a couple of compass chips. Alright, let's make a screen for transmissions. Iron, silicon, silicon, magnesium. Gonna angle it to the side like this. Perfect. This allows me to read all the messages here. Okay, let's I don't know in which particular order I should read them, but I'm gonna go ahead to whoever receives this message. I'm a planet crafter sent to the Mygoria 3 planet. If you've received this, it means you are near. Maybe you are a planet crafter as well. The weather is atrocious and I'm running out of resources. There is not enough on this barren world to terraform it. I don't know why I chose this. Death would have been more pleasant than this hell. If anyone can send me help, please do. Year 3058. I managed to obtain more information. I read that you have a greater chance of success if you build your base at an altitude. I'm not sure why yet. See, look at that. Grains of hints to the player. And you see, I came to the realization eventually to put a base of a higher altitude, which I did. So that's a good sign. And if you manage to heat the planet up enough, some caves should become accessible when the ice melts. And one last thing, you can end of communication message intercepted. Interesting. That's from somebody named Riley. Hello, I finally managed to locate the system they sent you to. I don't have much time, but I'll try to give you some advice. The success rate for planet crafters is very low because it is an almost impossible task. You should find space food in your pod and maybe in space wrecks. You'll be able to grow food when you meet the correct requirements, so try to find some vegetable seeds. Exploration and improvements are essential. Explore and improve your equipment to increase your chances of survival. I hope this message reaches you. Your planet specifications: identification unnamed, corporate ownership unclaimed, habitability level null, sector initial prime, history unknown, planet unnamed, is located in the Ezekiel prime sector, a pre-civilization sector crossed mostly by trade ships traveling between big spaceports. The sector has 842 planets, 13,511 stars, and is 7,000 parsecs wide. The planet has been identified as a possible candidate for future colonization. This is an automated message to Convict GP8971-11. You have been chosen to have your sentence commuted to an extradition. To get all the charges against you dropped, you must fully terraform this planet. Our sensors will periodically scan your progress and send you the required blueprints. Do not try to contact Sentinel Corp. If our sensors do not detect any advancement in the terraformation process, you will be considered missing and the charges will not be dropped. You cannot claim ownership or value over anything on the planet. You are only allowed to use the resources found on the planet to increase the terraformation index. You are not allowed to leave the planet until the terraformation is complete. Okay, so I'm gathering that there is a plot to this. There is a story to this game. which is obviously only hinted and dropped by these messages that you end up picking up throughout the wrecks that you discover. Maybe they're also remote messages because I just built a comm tower. And yeah, I will say that this game has its ups and downs. The downside is I don't care for this kind of storytelling, which is just being told by letters and emails and terminals. Less engaging, if that makes any sense. So for me, the plot is how you make it in your mind, which is I'm a terraformer. Now, the plot, according to this game, is I'm a convict. So I cannot absolve my character cannot absolve their crime or whatever, their criminal record, until they have terraformed a planet. That's quite an ask. That's quite an ask to just be like, yeah, your charges ain't going to be dropped until you've turned a planet, moon or some desolate planet into a livable atmosphere. Yeah, that's quite a task, just to drop some charges. I don't know what my character did in order to become a convict in the first place, but apparently this corporate system likes to send out convicts to do this kind of dirty work for them. Makes sense, right? I think StarCraft had a similar concept. If anybody remembers StarCraft and Brood War and all that, Terra, the Terrans, sent criminals essentially to the outer galaxies or whatever, outside of Earth, very far away, and to colonize planets. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the lore behind StarCraft's Terrans. And, of course, they rebelled after they've set footholds in various different planets. And so that's why the United Earth Dominion, I think was what they were called, sent their forces to investigate after, not hearing anything from those prisoners that were, supposed to colonize these planets. This is a very rough estimation or summary of the plot of StarCraft for the Terrans, because it has been a long time since I played StarCraft, like the campaign and all that, so it's just off of my memory. I could be wrong. Easily Googled if need be, but I'm not going to do that right now. So yeah, I see that is a similar concept. I mean, it's not unheard of. The Australians are essentially descendants of criminals, according to my understanding. Criminals that colonized Australia from the Brits, right? British Commonwealth decided to send out their prisoners to establish a foothold in Australia, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong again, too, but it's not an unheard of concept, sending prisoners out to do the dirty work. Kind of like a one-way trip to hell. And Lord knows Australia is hell, because those creatures on that frickin' continent, maybe they might have some cute marsupials, but let me tell you, the arachnids, the reptilians, the things that you see there, the venomous shit, I don't have any desire to visit Australia as a result of it, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, so let's continue on with what we were doing here. I had created a display for the communications. I looked at the communications, but Tier 5 backpack is available to me. That is a big deal. Anyway, I do need to make this mapping thing. So, let me take a look at what I need for the compass microchip, shall we? 2 aluminum, 1 silicon, 1 in magnesium. Okay, I need to make 2. 1 for my person and 1 for the, whatever you want to call it. Okay, that is 1 for me. There we go. We got our compass now on the HUD. And now I need to make 1 more for the recipe, but I need to grab, again, silicon and 2 aluminum for that. I might have to start checking my ore extractors to just kind of grab mats. I think I used up my last silicon in my possession. Yeah. There's... Oh, no. There it is. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness I can make a mapping screen now. No satellite in orbit. Sending a map. Rocket... Okay, yeah. So that's what the rocket pad is for. The launch pad. Which is way over here. Launch platform. I broke it down because I didn't see a purpose to it. Now I can see that I need a purpose to it. But I don't know. I need more power. I need more reactors. It's just an issue for me right now. I don't want to keep creating solar panels. So I would much rather just, yeah. What else can I create for myself? I only have... Oh, no, I have T2s. But T3s need explosive... What is it? T3 agility boots need an explosive powder. I have not come across that yet. Tier 2 torch. I can make that. Okay. I don't know if that just increases the luminosity or something like that, but why not? Upgrade my torch, why not? Oops. Still forgot the magnesium. Just kind of prepping myself before I venture out to the debris. I definitely want to make a tier 5 backpack. There we go. Better lighting microchip. Yep, okay. Mining speed is only a T1. Oh, but I need super alloys. Son of a bitch. I don't think I have any super alloy sitting around for that, so I might have to skip that entirely. Yeah, no super alloy around. And I don't think I can just casually make mats for super alloy, because I'm kind of running low on said mats. Okay, what about crafting a tier 5 backpack? What hassle do I have to go through for that? Because what do I have right now? T4 backpack. So tier 5. Oh god, more super alloy. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to roll with what I got. And I will go loot. Hopefully I find super alloy lying around somewhere. And, yeah. I need more power for my base. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to accommodate any more terraforming technology, as it demands a high output of power the more I build. You know what's remarkable, though? I've only spent 25 minutes and I'm starting to see more water spreading on the ground there, which is really cool. Okay. Do I need to take anything else on my person? Anything as a precaution? I think as a precaution I should take some aluminum. Not aluminum, sorry, correction, iron. Specifically, so I can build a oxygen hub for myself. And an entry point, yeah. Two titanium, 3 iron, and also some cobalt. I will, as a precaution, also build myself an oxygen capsule for my journey. Okay, cool. Now we will venture. Okay, so I'm heading towards this direction because I'm under the impression that there's some sort of derelict debris of some kind. Hey, and look at that. We got a crate with some stuff in it. You know, there is no telling exactly which direction I need to go. So I do admit, me wandering like this is a bit dangerous, because I don't actually know where the debris is. Decent amount of aluminum just kind of laying around on the floor though. Bloody dead end. Oh, another crate. Hold on, I'm gonna take an oxygen tank. Okay. Hey, super alloy in this thing. I'll take that and the aluminum, or uranium, sorry. Okay, so I'm overcumbered already. I would very much like to build a hub somewhere, because I feel like I'm gonna need to store some stuff in this hub. Okay, so I have found something. I will build something here. I guess maybe on this surface is fine. Cool. So I don't have to worry about oxygen. Oh, I need one more piece of iron. And then I'm going to make a storage locker here. And then I can unload practically all of this stuff. Sans maybe the water and the food, just in case if I need it. Cool. And now I'm going to go back to that crate, loot that crate completely, if I remember where it was. Rule of thumb for me, and I think for a lot of experienced planet crafters out there, always break down the blue crates. You don't want to come across an empty blue crate, because then you just shoot yourself in the foot. You'd be like, I've wasted this much time investigating something that I already investigated. So yeah, make sure to break down lockers and crates after you've emptied them. Okay, let's take a look up there. I'm curious to see what might be inside. Again, my focus is uranium. If I can stay focused, because ADHD does kind of make it a little bit challenging for me, because I get easily drawn to other directions. You know, like for instance, I look at this and I just want to go there right now. But I'm trying to fight the urge there. Okay, let's go here. I wonder where all of that goes to. Those bridges look like they're inviting. Not naturally formed, mind you. It's just the debris sort of made it that way. Take everything and break it down. Also keeping an eye on my oxygen. This stuff I can't deconstruct. Okay, so good news is this crash site has uranium and superalloy, which is extremely helpful. Oh, interesting. It doesn't make me slide off. Okay. Okay, I need to craft another locker. Still looting up there. Not done. I am tempted to cross those bridges to see if they might take me to something specific. What do we got here? One chip. Okay, that's fine. Kind of thought I would end up finding more chips on this particular vessel, but I'm not going to complain. Okay. Because look at these. It's so inviting. It makes you think maybe there's something to find across all of that. I am tempted to actually check if that's true or not. But I don't think I have enough oxygen tanks on me to just wander off that way. Okay, so yeah, I found a lot of stuff, but I kind of do need to reorganize it. Hold on. Another locker. Uh-huh. Okay, let's gather all of the uranium and superalloy. Because these are the things I want to take with me. Actually, no. I don't want to take with me just yet. Let me just kind of put it all into one locker for now. Let me also reorganize the iridium. Put it all in one locker, preferably. Okay. It's a little bit cleaner, you know, just kind of wanted to fix that personally. Okay, so let's see here. I'm kind of just taking upon myself to plan ahead. I still need one more titanium, which shouldn't be an issue here. I'm going to actually take a chance and climb up those supposed debris ladders or crossways bridges and see where they might take me. I'm a little bit curious, I won't lie. Completely unsure. There's my new torch. It's become nighttime. Oh my. A natural super alloy just sitting there on the side. How lucky I must be to discover something like that. Gotta be careful not to fall. Interesting. So there's another super alloy over there. I'm noting. Oh, okay. I'm not complaining. This is a good idea. This is a very good idea. I am so happy I thought about climbing across these to find natural balls, orbs or balls, whatever you want to call them, of super alloy just kind of laying around. Freaking fantastic. And this was a resource that I was like, man, I need this super hard, like really, like right away, as soon as possible. Okay, running out of oxygen. Ha ha ha. Solution. How much space do I have? Look at that, eh? I didn't expect I'd end up finding this much super alloy here. You see, I ended up discovering both. Okay, hug the wall. Hop. There we go. This is excellent. I am getting a lot of this stuff off of these cliffs. It's like, I'm kind of surprised I'm finding it so easily around here. Truly. I would not have expected myself to gather so much of it. Look at that. Wow, this is going to help me with like crafting endeavors like a lot. Ooh. Oh my god. What are the chances? Alright, now here's a problem. I can't loot anymore. So I have to head back. You know what's great is that now I know where I could find more natural, I don't know if I should call it natural, but look how many orbs of super alloy are just sitting around up here. If I need more super alloy, I should just simply go up here. That's what I need to do. Oops. Oof. Oh, fall damage. Ooh. Ah, that was bad. That took a substantial hit. I was trying to jump across. I failed miserably. Yeah, that was not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. I don't know what the hell I was thinking by doing that. Wow, I am so happy with my find. Like, I have no idea. The fact that I ended up discovering more super alloy and just laying around on the floor up there. This is gonna be so helpful for me. I'm just trying to organize the mats here so everything is kind of grouped up nicely. Okay, I hurt myself, so solution to said hurt is apparently just eat. Eat heals you. So let me just eat some space foods. Go for a drink. Is that my last source of water, by the way? No, there's still 2 more bottles of water there. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of compelled to go back up, so I'm going to go back up. I'm sorry, but now that I've found a surplus of super alloy that I don't necessarily need to craft, I could just farm. I'm going to farm it. Oh, look, and right under my nose, I totally walked past that. My God. Trying to avoid falling to my death, like I almost did. I almost died. Like, I was only a quarter of health left when I fell off the cliff. So, that was a risky thing that I did. I don't think there's a crouch button. Ooh, boy. I don't feel safe walking this way. Ooh, oh my God. I'm hugging the wall. Oh boy. How do I found a way to get there, and now I can't seem to find a way to get there. What is this? It's not looking good for me here. Oh my God. Oh, I made it somehow. Hold on a sec, I'm running out of oxygen. I'm kind of sweating here for whatever reason, out of nervousness maybe. Just looking around here to see if there's anything. Whoa, okay, that's not intended. That I am through a wall, and I'm just walking casually through it. Something tells me I was not meant to walk this way or into this way, because I'm literally... Yeah, okay. Alright, well, you know, if the developers ever happen to see this clip, here you go. I am literally inside, entering the said canyon. Oh, no. Oh. Oh. Okay. Sort of saved my fall through the glitch. Lucky me. That was funny. Oh, there's a crate over here. And there's stuff. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I do have to admit, going this way was very fruitful for me. But at the same time, navigating those cliffs were a little bit of a challenge for me. Holy. The amount of super alloy that I've discovered here, it just makes such a huge difference. Okay, so that's all of that. I still have some super alloy there. I also don't complain having to gather iridium, considering that's also going to be a substantial thing or material that I need. Okay, I'm going to try again to gather more super alloy from up here, but this time, maybe not go that way. Maybe go this way. Damn. Oh, you know what I should be doing is I should be using that bridge. That's what I should be doing. Oh my god. Take care not to fall. Yeah, here we go. Now we're in business. Man, I can't wait to bring this back to base. All of this is going to be so useful for me in my endeavors to craft. Mind you, I didn't get... I mean, I did find uranium. It's not like I didn't. Not as much as I'd like, though. But I think I've gathered enough uranium from this crash site that it will allow me to build one T1 generator, which still moves me ahead. Hey, there's a crate over there I should check. But I want to grab that first. Uh-oh. Quickly, quickly. No. Order, 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 order. Oh, shit. Don't pass out, don't pass out. Ah. Gotta be careful there. I need to reach that somehow. Should I take a chance and just jump? Hello, hello. What do we got here? It's magnesium. It's a different perspective of the entire landmass. I wonder, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is a great place to build a base. You know what I mean? Like like a permanent secondary outpost because of how nicely flat all of this is. You know what I mean? Just feels that way to me anyway. I'm getting full up actually here. You know? I mean, yeah, my base is over there right now, but this is kind of a nice place. Hard to get to, though. You know what I mean? Like, if I have to go and do stuff, it's like, I don't know. I should get to that crate. But hold on. Yeah, because you see, I can build on it. And yeah, it's so nice and flat here, you know? I'll think about it. If I want to make a second base, maybe this would be the place. But for now... I don't think I can make it from here. How do I get to that crate? You know what, though? I don't even have space for that crate. Nice. There it is. Oh, this was a crate that I had already looted. I see. Okay. So there's only just that squash seed. Hold on. Let me drop this aluminum. Take the seed. Then break this down. Okay. I don't mind leaving that behind. Okay, I think I've gotten a pretty decent haul up here. I'm going to go ahead and head back to the pod outpost hub that I've created for myself. It's impossible for me to, you know, perfectly gather all of the not the aluminum, but the super alloys that I've discovered. And I can tell that there's still a lot more for me to find up here. I think I have gathered an adequate amount for my needs. Oh, come on. How did that happen? Now I slide off? Lame. Anyway, I got an adequate amount of super alloy. I don't need to worry. Then I can craft myself a T5 backpack when I head back to base, because I have enough super alloy. Okay, I'm gonna eat some space food. Okay, so what I need to really now prioritize here is I need to take what I need with me. So what do I need to take with me? I need to take nothing but super alloy. Super alloy and uranium, because I have, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, I have enough to make an uranium rod, which I need to craft. There we go. That's a good haul to take with me when I come back. Then I'm going to take the rest of the super alloy. Okay. So let's head back to my base. If I can navigate there. Uh-oh. God damn it. Okay, well, looks like there's a chest I found. I will have to come back and loot later. I want to, but I can't. I'm full up. But yeah, this is a good haul. Oh my, look at that. That's a lot more water since the last time I saw. Huh. Things are changing. Things are definitely changing on the map. I remember before I left for my run, there was less, and now there's more. Which means what? Lake water is starting to form? Is that what this is? I think that's what it is. Nice. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's only 6.78% though. Man, that's a lot of super alloy I found. And I'll put the uranium here. Yeah, oh, there's uranium here. Maybe I should just kind of group them all up here. Excellent. And I got some microchips to insert. Tier 2 pinning. Okay. A display case. So that's entirely cosmetic. Vehicle. T2 speed increase. That's cool. Mind you, I don't even have access to a vehicle bay or crafting station, so that's way ahead of what I need. Anyway, that's fine. Let's grab some water. Okay. See if I can remember how to navigate to that crate that I saw on my way back. I think it was to the right of me. When I go through here. Is it right here? No. That's incorrect. I shouldn't be daddling inside this canyon space, as my oxygen is depleting. Yeah, this is where it was. Just be quick about it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Be careful. There we go. I saw an iridium rod in that collection, which is useful. Take it all. And the uranium. And the rod. I mean, I can take a few more things. Might as well just be iridium then. This is going to take a few trips now, I realize. Just by the materials alone and all that. But I do need to come back a few times just to get all this back to base. So, I will do what is necessary. One thing I did forget to do was when I arrived at my base, I didn't actually make a T5 backpack. I could have benefited from that. So yeah, turns out I found some good stuff. Pretty happy about that. Oh, there's a crate over there. What am I doing? Neglecting this. Oh, but there's nothing substantial in it. What am I? I'll come back to it when I feel like it. I do like the fact that my base stands out from a distance, though. You can see it being as high as it is, you know. And it's stacked in a manner that, you know, looks unique. Okay, I have a lot of super alloy. It's not even a joke, dude. Like, at this point, I should, you know, actually use it. Okay, I should use it, so I will use it. I wanted to make myself a tier 5 backpack. So let me do that. Because I currently have a T4 backpack. Titanium, and I don't think I have any more titanium just kind of sitting around. I need to gather it from somewhere else. Oh, here. I remember when I first started playing this game, I was having a hard time distinguishing some of the materials visually. Because silicon looks awfully similar to iron, depending on the shading and the lighting. But they're like between, you know, titanium has got a interesting coral design to it for whatever reason, so it's distinguishable. But silicon and iron, for instance, they kind of, I mean, aside from their shading, which is, you know, dark for silicon and gray for iron, it is hard for me to distinguish sometimes in the shading, depending on the time of day, I guess. Bam. We just got ourselves way more inventory space. Check that out. So what else can I make for myself while I'm here? No, I can't. Vehicle station has been unlocked. Oh my god. OMG, what do I need for that? I can make it, but here's the problem. It needs 63 energy just for me to produce. So let's make some energy because my energy consumption is only limited to 4 kilowatts right now. So let's kind of fix that. Let's make, yeah. All right. Where's my uranium? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, T1s need 2 water, 3 superalloy. Okay. All right. There we go. We got more power. More power. Which, if I'm not mistaken, was put in the description for the stream. More power. I need more power. Let's drink some water. Okay, what's the power rating now?
I displayed all my crystals.
Okay, so I got 91 kilowatts of power at the moment. That should definitely accommodate a vehicle station. And I'm going to proceed to make said vehicle station. I don't know where to put it though. But I do want to start roving, if I can rove about. Do you think I can fit a vehicle station here? Hold on, I didn't even gather the materials. I'm so giddy that I can't even focus right now. 3 aluminum. Uh-oh. Okay, so I clearly neglected gathering more aluminum for myself. I've been using it up for a lot of things, and yeah, okay. I got no spares. I need to go to the aluminum ore extractor before I can even build the vehicle bay. That's fine. Let's head over there. And then head back, and even though there's more aluminum over at the crash site that I had looted, but that's okay. Soon, all this footwork will end, and I'll just be able to drive around. I look forward to that. Now that I've reached the tech tree unlock for vehicle base station. It's exciting, you know. It's a good degree of progression, I must say. So currently, I know it's not really related to Planet Crafter, but currently, during this particular season of the month of August, AFK Journey is doing a crossover with Digimon, Gabumon and Agumon. Those characters are made available through that game during a crossover event. There's not a lot of aluminum. Did you see that? I thought it would actually gather more aluminum, but it didn't. At least it's something, you know. I can't really complain. I'll just grab this one here while I'm at it. And then the next crossover event that's happening with the Gacha games is Realm, Watcher of Realms. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words. So Watcher of Realms has a crossover with Assassin's Creed currently. And what other game is doing a crossover at the moment? It seems to be a lot of crossovers right now. Oh, and Raid Shadow Legends is currently doing a crossover with The Wizard of Oz. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Quick. Build something. Quick. Don't fumble. Don't screw up. Whew. Jesus, I was about to trip over myself there. So like I was saying, we're dealing with a crossover period right now with Gacha games. Watcher of Realms is doing an Assassin's Creed crossover. AFK Journey is doing a Digimon crossover. And Raid Shadow Legends is doing a Wizard of Oz crossover. That is quite interesting that it's all happening around the same time. I don't know if they all communicated with each other and kind of was like, hey, let's all just do crossovers at the same time with different licenses. And, I mean, I don't know what to say about that. Obviously, it's a method to encourage people to spend money and things like that, right? Because if they want to get those units high-powered, the whales will spend $10,000 to get them maxed. And if for those of you who wonder why I say whales, because apparently that's the term that's used for people who have a lot of disposable income for these gacha games. They're called whales. And I guess maybe it's because they're fat with money. Whether they're actually fat with money or they're fattened by the amount of money that they have a lot of blubber filled with cash, I have no idea. I mean, you can certainly try to wax poetry, but who knows, you know? Who knows where people come up with terms like these? Anyway, let's make that bloody vehicle bay, shall we? Where do I put the pieces for the rest of this? Oh, here. Yeah, I can make a vehicle bay now. Yay! Okay, I want to see what a vehicle bay in terms of size looks like here. Okay, there's a slope. It's not looking too good in terms of structure here. Let me see here. Yeah, no. Cannot do. Okay, we can't build it here conveniently. I should have expected as much. I was hoping that I could just like have it here and then I just like drive it down the ramp. But it seems to me it's much larger than I expected. Wait, why is there a link option? Yeah, I'm thinking a part of it is inside the cliff. That's not a good idea. Why was there a link option, though? That's what confused me. Yeah, it's just not gonna. It won't fly. Yeah, I can't. I can't make it work here. That's fine. I will find another place for it. I need food. Need water. The food situation. My left shoulder is kind of bugging me. It's a little tense. Okay, where can I build it then? You know what? Who's to say that I need to limit myself? Maybe I can build some of those further out that way. Or something like that, I don't know. Just to straighten the ground a little bit. Yeah, I think I have an idea. It's going to require a substantial amount of iron, though. I don't know if I have spare iron for the idea that I have in my head. Okay, let's try. We're going to try to build a foundation grid right over here. You know, even if I do, like, theoretically, hold on. So yeah, I can build on top of that. I can, but oh, this is a bit of a. I don't want to have my vehicle launch off of the pad into the cliffside here. So it's a bit, I don't know, problematic for me. No slope, you know. I can't build a ramp. That's the issue. It comes with a built-in ramp, but the ramp doesn't go all the way down to where I need it to. So this is tricky. Hang on a sec. I'm going to put my guy back here. Sorry about that. I had to do some socials on my phone. Okay, so the original struggle, right? I wanted to build a ramp, but I realized that I'm very high up in the elevation, so even if my original plan of building a bunch of these things here to accommodate said ramp outside of my base, you know, it's going to be a bit tricky. it's it sort of works. I mean, I don't know. It's something. Okay, that's something I can say. Okay, so to make a rover, equipment increase T1. Oh wow, zeolite. Are you kidding me? For a speed increase, I need to find zeolite. I have no idea where zeolite could be found. Damn. Okay, well, don't know what to do about that. I can craft engine parts. I even have a rocket engine in my storage, but zeolite, I don't know. I think we're going to also need to launch a satellite into space so I can so apparently I can't link that. I was hoping to link a staircase to that. Hold on a second. Let me try to fix this. Maybe this might work. You know, it's just a lot of troubleshooting, but eventually we will figure this out and optimize the build. Hey, there we go. You see, look. Ah, perfect. Okay. This could work. This could work. You know what? This could work. This could work. Okay. Still, for speed increasing, I need zeolite. I don't know where that is, but I guess I'll have to discover it at some point. Rocket engine. Oh, man. I have to craft a rocket engine, I think. Which requires super alloy, iridium rod, and 2 uranium to make. Okay. Because right now I have... Yeah, there's one. I have one rocket engine. It's raining like hell. It's raining like a dickens. Okay. So what else do I need? One more rocket engine, okay. Iridium rod, 2 uranium. Okay. Luckily for me, I think I stored Or did I use up the iridium rod that I had stored initially? I think I did. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't have it. Okay, I have to craft it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I can make myself something to drive, that's going to be great. But I do not know if by default, once I create a or craft a vehicle, that it will allow me to like will it provide me oxygen is my question. Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. Okay, so that's 2 rocket engines, 1 uranium, cloth, and iron. Moment of truth. Well, well, well. Look at that. Got me a car. Also got the achievement for 100 items crafted. That's cool. I'm digging that. But the fact that I got a rover is awesome. This is huge for transportation. Let's take a look at power consumption. It looks like the vehicle itself does not use power for the grid. Just the vehicle station is the only thing that's using up power. And I only have 28 kilowatts remaining. So again, I need more power, meaning I need more uranium. I'm not worried about superalloy because we've already made a discovery where we can find some, and we've taken quite a bit over to my base, so I'm not worried about superalloy right now. Okay, so we got ourselves a car. Let's take a look at it. Got this nice rover. It's got a storage container, which is really cool. But it has a very limited, what do you call it, equipment panel. So let's see if we can do something about that. Superalloy silicon iridium. Yep, easy. I can make that upgrade. And then I'm going to insert it. Look at that. And now I can store way more equipment into it. So that's, you know, I mean, equipment, what am I saying? They're chipsets. Like these things that you see, right? I can make vehicle lights. I have sulfur, so why not? We might as well put on some lights on this thing, right? There's the sulfur that I discovered in that cave. Just loading her up with stuff before I drive her somewhere. Select vehicle to bring back. Okay, cool. So there seems to be like a vehicle spawn thing when you go here. So if you leave it out there, it can, I guess, teleported here, I assume. Vehicle beacon. Oh, but I need zeolite for that. Damn. Yeah, I'm going to need to find some zeolite. For sure. Completely unsure where I can find it, but eventually, I guess. Okay, so I have a vehicle to drive with, which is fantastic. Very happy about that. That locker's empty now. My lockers are thinning out. I'm using up my materials. Quite a few of them, actually. Okay, let me take that. Put that over here. I think I'm just going to take the opportunity to sort of reorganize things here a bit. Yeah, this one's going to carry the kind of other miscellaneous items. And I guess you could say flower pots or what have you. Right, these seeds can go there. Gonna put that there. Just kind of reorganizing here. Oops. Okay. This one I can put all the seeds in. Okay. Oh, I haven't seen a meteor storm in a while, actually. I hope it doesn't strike my vehicle bay. That would suck. But it has been a while since we've seen one of these. Now, I was told by another fellow planet crafter or terraformer that you should investigate these drop zones for the debris of the meteors that crash on the surface, because you can actually find some pretty useful things among them. So, something to consider for sure. Right? So there are two that just crashed right next to each other, and if I went over there to check, well, even a third one, I'm sure I could find some pretty useful mats. Actually, wow, look at how many fell in that general direction. Bam. Yep. Is it me, or is the lake bed getting larger? In fact, actually, the capsule that I landed in over there is beginning to get submerged, which is crazy. Okay, so I have these mats on my person, but I don't necessarily need them. Let me just kind of drop this all here for now. Reason why I'm taking all the cobalt is I want to make some oxygen tanks as I drive around with the vehicle, because the vehicle may or may not provide me oxygen when I'm inside of it, and I don't know. I don't want to take any risks. So we're just going to make a bunch of capsules as I drive around with this thing to stay alive. Okay. I need to gather a bit more water before I go for the drive. I know I can't increase its speed yet because I need that material that I have not discovered yet. Yeah, 28. Okay. Alright, it's not super slow or anything. I'm just checking around the debris zones of all the meteor strikes, just kind of. So I guess it just produces more materials that you've kind of drained. I guess it just reinforces it. That's what the meteor falls are for. Look at that, eh? It is actually submerging. This is the pod that we initially came in from, but now it is going to eventually be covered in water completely. Fascinating. Well, this is pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to take this opportunity to drive this sucker to my ore extractors and gather the mats from them. Oh my god, I have T2 nuclear reactors available to me now. Thank you so much. That is going to solve my energy problems in the future. Mind you, I still need uranium rods for that, I imagine. Okay, it's not very fast. I would like to find that material to upgrade its speed, that's true. Very much so. Oh, okay, just spawns me on top of it. Okay. A lot more iridium from this extraction zone versus the aluminum ore extractor. But it is pretty cool having the vehicle now. Makes a huge difference than just using my legs to get around. I'm noticing that, yeah, my oxygen is being depleted while I'm inside this thing, so I definitely do need oxygen tanks with me while I drive around this thing. Until I find some kind of upgrade, if there is any, that will allow me to, you know, breathe in it. Like it's got a, you know, secured cabin space or something like that. So here's a cool thing. I may be overcumbered, but there's a storage unit in this thing. Yeah. It's going to be super useful. Let me use an oxygen tank. Even though technically I didn't need to, because there's a base right here. Cool. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty neat. A first-person view. And that I appreciate. Yeah, that's pretty neat. There's an unstuck option as well, which is really cool. Meaning that the devs knew that there might be some problems. So they're letting you unstuck it like a debug mode kind of thing. Really cool. It is a slow ride, I will admit. But once I get that speed increase, I do look forward to, you know what's amazing? Oh. Oh. Okay, yep. This is a bit tricky. Oh my god. Learn to drive. I mean, I am on on a strange slope. Oh god. Oh god. What have I done? Oh. What is happening? Okay, I'm screwing myself big time. Yep, okay. Okay. Not doing so good with my driving here. I gotta, learn. Okay, what's happening here? Oh my. I'm struggling. This is what I get for building a ramp up a slope and trying to. Oh my god, you know what? Fuck it. Just park it here. Don't need to do a perfect job with it. That was funny. Some water. Some space food. I'm gonna put aluminum in this thing. This will be my aluminum thing. That will be my iridium thing. Yeah, this is confusing because there's like more than one space food thing. And this will be my iridium rock. Yeah, okay. Like, I'm taking the opportunity, obviously, organize now while I can. Okay. I looted my ore extractors, and now I think I can make a run to that crash site where I had a whole bunch of stuff stored away, and I can actually start grabbing that, I think. It seems that gravity doesn't seem to increase the speed of the vehicle. So going down the slope, for instance, does nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, I didn't think I could actually fit myself in there. That's okay. I'm facing it away so that way I can come over and store whatever I end up taking into the back of the vehicle. From my outpost. Gonna break this down now, because realistically, I have no need for that outpost anymore. I've already looted the crash site fully. I am full up. I'm full, the vehicle is full, let's get back to base. So one more trip and then I'm done with that zone and I can move on to investigate maybe another crash site. I was thinking of going to that one far yonder. Oops, getting stuck here. So the crash site that I want to investigate next is going to be that one with the big ring over there. That's where I want to go next. Hopefully I find more uranium and then I can make a tier 2 nuclear plant. That'd be fantastic. And then after I make a tier 2, should have enough energy to accommodate a rocket platform. I think I'm starting to come up with plans here. Okay, you know, this is bloody impossible trying to drive in with the weird janky slope, but sort of works. Okay. Time to craft some more lockers. Just to do it quickly, I'll sort them out afterwards. I'd say I've done quite a bit, in my opinion. Like a lot. Running out of space for the oxygen units. Guess I'll put the rest here. Hold on. Another locker must be created. Okay, and heading back to gather the rest of the materials from that zone, and then I can break down that base or outpost that I had created for temporarily. And we can then move on to the ring. Yeah, I wanna get to that ring there. I'm assuming there's gonna be some good shit. Definitely uranium has to be. But I gotta figure out whereabouts I can get that white material, white substance, whatever you want to call it. The phelonomium or fallopian. It is nice to have a vehicle, I'm not gonna lie. Just like in real life. You know, have the luxury of having a license to drive and things like that. It's true what they say. Gives you independence. Look at that. More iridium and aluminum, which is something I definitely need. Alright, we can officially call this area cleared. I mean, there's materials and whatnot, obviously, and I know that there's more super alloy above on the cliff side, but I don't need it right now. I have enough at base. So I just wanted to gather whatever iridium, uranium, those kind of things. Now that I can move on from here, I can look for other space debris and stuff like that. I do notice that it does struggle a little bit on slopes, though. I bet you if I got that speed upgrade, it would not be such a struggle right now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy does it now. Easy does it. No need to lose my vehicle over the cliff. Mind you, I've noticed it seems to be very durable. It doesn't seem to get destroyed very easily. It doesn't lose any parts. They didn't factor that in the game design. I'm kind of glad that they didn't, allowing you to kind of punish the vehicle a little bit and not worry about it, you know, being exploded or being destroyed. So, happy about that. Looks like we're getting, yep, meteors are dropping. Which is fine, because that means more mats on the ground. Yeah, more aluminum, that's what I like to see. And more iridium also. Good stuff. Okay, I think I'm going to make a dedicated iron locker. So this will be just nothing but iron. Let's move the iron from here. So then this will be a super alloy locker. Nice. Just the way I like it. A little bit neater, you know? Can fit a bit more. Well, look at that, almost nearly full up on iron. This locker, it's kind of full up, to be honest, right now. Iron. Let's have this one magnesium. So that's magnesium. That's going to be an iron dedicated locker. We need a titanium dedicated locker. Now I'm spending time organizing. And I'm going to need a silicone locker. This is going to remain as a cobalt locker. I don't know if I want to hold on to ice because eventually that's going to melt, if I'm not mistaken. So we can kind of figure that one out a little bit later. This one I still want it to be the uranium locker. We have 2 misc lockers here. This one's, yeah, misc. No, I don't want it to be a misc. Okay, I guess I'll just put a bunch of space food and miscellaneous in this locker, considering I can't seem to figure out what to do with the rest of this. And the excess water that I do not need at the moment. Okay, a little bit more organized here. This floor essentially is going to be the resource floor. Alright. Yeah, let's do it that way. How are we doing with our progression here? I'm not seeing the rates going very high. I mean, they're gradually going by decimal points right now. We're just moving and trudging along by decimal points. That will change drastically once I start building other things. So yeah. Huh. Let's take a look at the T2. Holy shit, look how many uranium rods it needs. But it produces 331 energy versus the 86 here. How many? Oh, but I don't have explosive powder. And I don't have a means to craft it. Yeah, okay, never mind. Need more uranium. That's just the reality. Because I was going to repurpose... Wait, but then... That still equates to roughly the same amount. If I broke down 3 T1 nuclear reactors, use the materials to build a T3. T3 is only 330 something energy. Each one is 86 energy. So technically it would give me a little bit more, a little surplus more of energy if I were to break down 3 T1s to make a T3, but not, like, it's not huge. Maybe 50 more energy. But anyway. Okay, I'll grab 1 space food with me. 2 oxygen tanks. Should be enough for what I need to do. And away I go. Look at that. More and more water is pooling over there. That's amazing. Now, folks might be noticing in my playthrough that I'm not putting any grass growing or flower growing or anything like that. Even though I could, I do have the blueprints, right? Grass spreader. The reason why I'm not doing it is because I'm more concerned about just gathering the materials before I proceed any further. So, yeah, I'm gonna probably do something like that. I'll do it eventually. It's just not my priority right now. I need to loot properly, you know? Yeah, I'm trying to make my way there. Here's hoping that I find a lot of uranium at this ring, because it's a huge structure. I mean, you can see it from quite far away. Not sure what's on the right side. The challenge right now is to find an entry point around here. If I can find an entry point. Oh, I do see something. There be one right here. Okay. Just grab everything and break down. That's pretty much what I've kind of learned, you know, is if you don't want to double back or get confused. Oh, I have a cat visiting me this time around. It's Eugene. Hey, buddy. Hello. Hello. Now, it's funny. The last time I was streaming this game, I was visited by Luna. But now, I'm being visited by our very good friend, Eugene. Let me position the camera. Just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. I figure you guys want to see my cat. So, I decided to position the camera to point towards him. He decided to just collapse right there. So, he's now the forefront of the camera and my legs. Meanwhile, you can still at least hear me while I'm continuing my escapade of looting this crash site. Now, I've heard that if you drop some kind of reactor or some sort of power source inside these vessels, you can actually unlock new areas that were formerly closed off, which is very nice to know. Am I almost full? I'm almost full. I am finding uranium, which is great, because Lord knows I'm not finding any natural deposits of it right now. I gotta make sure not to get lost, though. Okay. Just gonna dump everything for now. Take a sip of water. And go back. Wait, hold on. Making the mistake of dropping my oxygen tank in this thing. I need my oxygen. Very easy to get lost here. I would like to get through here somehow, but I can't. And I can't break down the debris. So that's a bit frustrating. And there's no crouch button. Okay, I can at least reach it from there. At arm's length, of course. Go figure. Okay, move on. Just move on. Nothing in the lockers. Wait. Ah, Chip. Hello, Chip. Thank you. Hey, I can break this down if I wanted to. Tier 3 heater. Okay. Okay, I'm not done finished. I'm nowhere near finished looting this. But considering that my storage for the vehicle now is pretty much full, and I myself am also full, I'm going to have to make my way back. And I'll have to come back. That's pretty much it. Quick pit stop for oxygen. Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea to get some O2 here and then go back, continue my journey back to base. Getting gradually better at parking in here. Like I'm starting to do a better job at it anyway. Okay, let's put away things at their respective lockers. And you know what? Any excess iron, I can just go ahead and make another locker or whatever. You know what? I might just end up putting these guys in there. I need to build a shredder or a recycler or something for these low tier multipliers. So these Shanga seeds, they're very low tier when it comes to oxygen output for multipliers. So I don't see a point in me keeping those anymore. None. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'm just going to put away... Oh, hold on. I don't think my titanium is stacked. Yeah, there's still space for titanium. It's just I'm maxed out my locker for iron. So if anything, I could just make one more here, I guess. Or whatever. Microchip map. Nice. Cool. Allows map to be displayed from anywhere. Oh, but I need obsidian, and I do not have obsidian. God damn it, man. I'm always discovering things that I cannot craft. Since I've gathered so many materials, why not finally increase my mining speed? Because I think I only have tier 1. Yeah. Tier 1. Let's go to Tier 2 then. So now I should have Tier 2 mining speed. Nice. Then I can do Tier 3 next. Aluminum, silicon, and superalloy. There we go. And then T4. Oh no. Silicon, osmium, and superalloy. I think I used up my osmium already. But I could check. Let me go quickly check the Cave of Wonders. And while I do that, grab the water here. Let's take a look at that cave, see if there's any more osmium to be found. Yeah, no. I see the osmium on the floor there. Through this crystal kind of ice, but the heat is not high enough for that. It needs to be 15 UK heat. I don't even know what the current value is right now at my base. Wow, I'm only at 1.63 UK. Yeah, I need way more heat before I could even consider getting that melted for more osmium. So I'm not going to worry about getting a tier 3 right now. Or sorry, tier 4 mining speed upgrade microchip thing. That's fine. I don't need it. Let's see, what else could I do here that I have mats for? Oh, I could get a tier 4 oxygen, couldn't I? Yes, I can. Wow, that's going to make a huge difference for me. What was it? Cobalt? 3 superalloy? Beautiful. 370. That's fantastic. Okay, I think jetpacks. Nah. At the moment, I don't need them. So I'm gonna actually loot some cobalt in the general area because I know there's a lot of it and I don't actually have a lot of cobalt. It's like one thing they have the least amount of is cobalt. And there's so much of it in the ground. Wow, look at that. I'm assuming that water must be freezing or something. Or maybe not, I don't know. But one thing I've noticed already, I don't see any more ice crystals anywhere. Like, nada. All gone. Wow, I can actually swim. Oh, and okay. So I can gather the mats that are underwater. Gotcha. All right. Okay, cool. Now that I have more cobalt, I can make 2, 4, 6. Let's go with 3 canisters of oxygen for my journey to the wreck. Create some oxygen capsules. Okay, let's head back. I'm sure those extractors are actually full up and I will have to pick up on whatever's inside of them, but I'm more concerned about those wrecks and getting, you know, necessary mats for increasing my power grid, because my power grid is lacking right now. Like, hugely lacking. I mean, progress has been made. Look, I have a vehicle. It may not be necessarily as fast as I'd like it to be, but still. Ain't that right, Eugene? He is completely passed out on the floor. That's funny. Okay. Right back to it. Where does this take me? To a dead end with a box. Some rods there, nice. Got ourselves a chip. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Give me a sec. I need to take some oxygen. This is the stuff, like, you need to put some power source in them, and then they open up new areas in the vessel that get unlocked when you do, because it provides the ship temporary power. Permanent, by the way. If you insert whatever it is that's the power source in those things, then it's permanent and you can't reclaim it. So, again, I haven't progressed far enough to utilize that feature, but I am aware of it. Okay, I think I've fully, yeah. I've looted this place for now, until we provide a new power source for that engine. And then we can unlock something. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing something far beyond that distance. I think I'm gonna head over there. Now, to be fair, with this ring, I don't know if there's any other additional entry points. I didn't notice anything. I'll be honest, if I haven't been thorough. Oh, hello. A fallen satellite. Let's take a look here. See if I can find something in or around it. Oh, I can open the satellite. I see. Okay, hold on. I am, what the hell? Oh. Give me a sec here. Need to unload. The satellite can be opened. Now what the hell is this thing? Oxygen multiplier fuse. Ooh, that's unique. Can't break it down though, this satellite, but that's okay. Hold on, I need my oxygen canisters on my person. Because I'm about to run out of oxygen again. Well, that was a nice find. Didn't expect to find a satellite crashed on the ground there with materials, which is very useful. I see a crate. I'm going to go check it out. Yeah, there is some kind of crash over there. But here's the problem. I'm already getting overcumbered, so I think I'm going to make my way back. Didn't find a lot of uranium. I found stuff, right? But it just, I didn't find as much as I thought I would find. There seems to be something over on the left. I'll go and check it out. Don't know why it has to look so damn red over here, though. Alright, what do we have? A chip. Okay, I'll welcome that. And another chip. I welcome that as well. Okay, well. Looks like I'm gonna have to come back here. Because I'm full up. And I see a crate over here that I haven't explored. Oh, there's always something, you know. Always something to find. That capsule that capsule's actually nearly submerged completely. It's like halfway covered now in water. I remember when I first started the stream today, it was definitely not even close. Crazy. It's a tricky thing to park in a slope like this. Because you're trying to drive into, yeah. There we go. Okay. I think I'm going to reposition the camera because I don't think Eugene's doing much movement. He's just pretty much laying there. Okay, back at it. Let's submit those chips, shall we? Unlimited oxygen. Ah, hey, this could solve my problems. Inventory increase as well. So those two chipsets were great for vehicle upgrading. That's very useful. Okay, so we did get like 2 uranium there. So I'm putting that away. Well, ain't that some? Maxed out on the one locker for the aluminum. Maxed out on iron. Insert this fuse in an optimizer to boost the performance of nearby machines. Okay, so I don't think I have an optimizer. I'm gonna put that in there for now. Yeah, I just don't know what to do with that. Eugene likes to lay on his back. Here, let me demonstrate. I'm sure you guys see it now that I position the camera downwards. Yeah. It's so fluffy, it's ridiculous. Okay. So yeah. What to do? I finished that ring installation. Like, I finished looting that. I finished looting that direction. I wanted to make my way that way, but I couldn't finish looting that direction, so maybe I should continue my journey over there. I know my rover still has some storage to unload. Yep. I think I'm going to start putting sulfur in that specifically. It's time to have a dedicated locker for sulfur. Got enough for uranium rod though. I'm going to put my iridium rods in this one. This random freaking iron that's just sitting there. Yeah, okay. Well, what did I end up doing with those uniforms? They're in here? Yeah, let's just put them all in there for now. Okay. Gonna now head down and proceed to... what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, submit that chip. There's another chip to submit. T2, vehicle... Okay, so these chips that I just picked up from that direction are mostly to upgrade the vehicle. Let's take a look and see what they are. Equipment increase. Wow, obsidian. Still needs obsidian. Inventory. Osmium, I can't access right now. Zeolite, I got no clue where it is. Oh man, so much zeolite requirements for unlimited oxygen. That's a shame. Okay, yeah. Those are mats I have no access to, unfortunately. So I can't do anything about it. Man, I'm gonna need so much uranium. Yeah, that capsule is about to be submerged completely in water. Okay, I'm gonna go to the ore extractors and gather the materials from the ore extractors and then head back, and then I'm thinking, well, what am I thinking? I'm thinking of, I don't know, maybe those icicle zones might have the zeonites. I don't know. It's hard to tell exactly where. Yeah, it would be nice to have more speed, though. I think I want to prioritize finding that just to make my drive a little bit more pleasant. Less time consuming, you know? Wait, why didn't I go? Why did I not go to the other zone? That's okay, I'll correct myself now. I remember there was a blue crate that I didn't loot. I should probably head over there next. There. Now I don't have to worry about what's in it when it's not there anymore. So I think I have an excess amount of aluminum. I think it's fair to say. So much so that I have an excess of iron and aluminum right now, sharing one locker. Crazy, right? I'm feeling like I'm not in dire need of mats anymore. So I might have to stop gathering just because I need to actually concentrate on building more power and stuff like that. Like, I need to launch satellites, but I need 55 energy for that, and I do not want to keep crafting T1s, even though I can make a lot of T1s if I needed to. I'd rather just have a T2 at this point. I don't want to keep crafting, obviously, these guys. The T2 solar panels. Eventually I need to, I need to make some grass spreaders, I have to admit. How many Lirma seeds do I have? Oh, I have a lot. I can make 3? Oh no, I can make a lot of grass spreaders. Holy shit. I got a lot of Lirma. But that's not really my focus right now. I need more uranium. I need it so badly. No joke. Let me make some more oxygen tanks as I go to that spot where I didn't finish looting. Two, 4, 6. Usually 3 should be enough. See, already maxed on the magnesium there. Yeah. Alright, I guess this locker is going to just be a mix match. Mishmash, mishmash, mishmash. Okay, I don't need... like, I don't know. Ah, whatever. Alright, we're gonna head back to that spot that I found, which I didn't finish looting. You know, I was enjoying Subnautica 2 up to a point, but I think I've snagged into a situation in that game where I don't know what to do next. So now I find myself playing this game, even though both games really do mirror each other in some aspects in terms of how they play.
Or just leave it.
Oh, that was a solar panel. I just broke it down into mats. What else have we got here?
We can even have sandwich if you want.
Okay. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I guess I fully looted this space. Sort of. Okay, nice. There's a cave over there, but don't want to go there just yet. Full up again. Hey, this time we're going to drive through water. Let's see how durable this vehicle is in the water. Okay, that looks a little funny, but sure. I mean, I'm not drowning or anything. Yeah, look at that, eh? That thing is going to be soon completely covered in water. The spawn point that we started in. Look at that. Now I have an abundance of iridium. completely unsure what to do with the excess, though. I have a lot of excess. I guess I have no choice but just dump it there for now. Hmm. Not sure what to do with the bioplastic nugget. But anyway. Vehicle light upgrade. Spacesuit displayer. Huh, neat. Okay, that's cosmetic purely, and I have so many excess spacesuits that I could display if I wanted to. I need a recycler, I think, now. More than ever, but I don't know how much energy. 12 energy for recycling, 18 energy. Okay, so this one I can't make because I need explosive powder. A recycler I can do, but I can't. I just need to accommodate my power situation. And I want to be able to make T2s, but I need more uranium rods, uranium, period. So, yeah, that's not going to happen, less likely. Okay. I think we are good with the progress I've made so far. Well then. I thank everybody who joined me today. Thank you for joining me. And this is part 4. Cannot believe I've streamed this game now 4 times now in a row. In terms of my streaming schedule, anyway. And yeah, it's got me by the balls. This game has got me, and I'm enjoying it. So thank you very much again. Appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Have yourselves a great rest of your day, and happy hump day.